Hometown Heroes brought to you by Overhead Door Company of Frederick. I'm Tom here with Alex Burns, Park Ranger, Frederick County, correct?
Correct.
And how long have you been a Park Ranger, Alex?
I've been there for about a year now.
About a year. What
Yep.
made you decide to go into it?
So I've been wanting to do law enforcement for a while, so this was kind of the next step. I've done volunteer fire rescue since I was about 18, so it's kind of the next step to make my way towards that.
So as a Park Ranger, I get confused sometimes. You're not a game warden. Do you check fishing licenses and hunting licenses?
So we can check fishing licenses. We do have some properties that do have good spots to fish, like Middletown, as well as one of our nature centers. But at the same time, we do not have hunting on our property, so we don't check hunting licenses.
Where do you go to work in the morning?
So depending on the day, 8 a.m. and then we have a 4 p.m. shift. The 4 p.m. shift is closing, so closing all the parks, and the 8 a.m.'s, like on a good Saturday morning, making sure everyone's doing fine.
What's the buzz now that we're getting up into the 70s this time of year? What are you guys talking about at work these days? Anything?
So mainly just keeping fields safe and stuff like that. We got a lot of softball kicking up, a lot more soccer coming on all the fields, and then a lot more fishing coming into the parks. And then some parks have a lot more drinking than others. Some allow it, some don't. So it's monitoring that.
What do you mean drinking? Alcoholic beverages?
Yep.
I know that some you got to have a permit to go, like to have a softball game, have a big picnic in a pavilion.
Yeah, so that's something like that's fine as long as it's tied to a certain reservation, stuff like that. But versus, say, some of our parks have a bigger issue of people just drinking out in the water wanting to have fun where it's not allowed technically.
Yeah, there's bad people in these parks.
Sometimes we got to be the buzzkill.
Have you seen any snakes yet this year?
No snakes yet. We're kind of hoping for it.
Well, you got to.
Yeah.
Stinging bees, all that's coming. Where were you born?
I was born in Bel Air, Maryland, and I've been raised here in Frederick.
Where'd you go to school?
I was homeschooled for middle school and high school, but went to Tuscarora Elementary.
Tell me about your pets.
So pets, I have some reptiles, snakes, lizards, and then I also have saltwater and freshwater fish.
What's the most dangerous pet you have? Do you have any venomous snakes?
No venomous snakes, not allowed in Maryland.
So you have reptiles. Do you have any snakes?
I do have a snake, a little corn snake.
A little corn snake. Does it have a name?
His name's Cornelius, funny enough.
That's a great name. If you got a corn snake, name him Cornelius. Alex, correct. Alex Burns.
Yep.
Taking care of us in our parks. Behave yourself, boys and girls. This guy's going to be looking for you. Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Overhead Door Company of Frederick.